want to introduce you to someone I am beyond excited. Marlene and I met through the Bowl House community. I talked to you about the Bowl House community and Angelique last week during Shine a Light. And squad, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you. The second this woman started talking, I knew she is a badass. 30 plus years teaching leaders how to get clear, how to stop avoiding hard conversations and actually having it. And she wrote the book literally for them. Marlene, I gotta ask you about this, about the four books. And then she's got a fifth one coming out called Spilling the Beans, which I want her to talk about, which is coming out this September. So, I mean, author of 5 books. It's crazy. So she built frameworks, the drama triangle, the boat, the island, the shark. She's taught more executives how to navigate conflict than most of us will ever meet in a lifetime. And what really got me is that she's someone who has spent her entire career getting other people clear and finally turned that same skill on herself. And the answer she came back with was not smaller or safer, bigger. Clarity, remember, clarity, big, not modest. Stand up, comedy, dance, business, all of it. We're going to talk about all of it unapologetically herself. Marlene, welcome to It Starts With Joy. I've been looking forward to this conversation for weeks, and I'm so happy that you are here. Okay, Mildred, let's run a little hello, and let's bring Marlene on. Hi, Marlene.
Hi, that was amazing. Thank you, Cheryl.
I'm so sorry that we don't have the whole Zola intro for you, but we are going to create that for you because you're going to be amazed. The team does a really beautiful job on it. And that's like a little gift to our guests for spending time with us. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And I just love your creativity.
Oh, thank you. I love yours too. Marlene. I was just thinking when I was like writing up your intro, like, I mean, I think we met in January, right? At the All Systems Go week in Bowl House. And I remember when you pulled me aside, like we hadn't really, there were so many people there. And you kind of like pulled me aside, like, hey, we haven't connected yet. We haven't talked yet. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you did that because you're absolutely brilliant. You're absolutely brilliant.
Stop. Don't stop.
Oh gosh. Tell us, like, where are you coming to us from, Marlene?
I'm here in hot Springfield, Missouri.
Oh.
Very hot Springfield, Missouri.
Is Missouri the show me state?
It is.
It is a show me state.
Missouri's the show me state.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. So have you always been in Missouri?
I've always been in Springfield, always been in Missouri.
Wow. So how did you come about? Like you have 4 and now almost 5 books. Like how did this all start for you?
Oh my goodness. Well, I was born in, I guess it just depends on where you want to start. And maybe for your audience, it would be good to know, that unlike you, I was on the opposite end of the spectrum. I was the frontline blue collar worker. Oh. So I was not an executive. I was not, a manager, leader, director, a plant manager. I wasn't anything like that. I worked in a factory. I was blue collar, and I did that work for 21 years. And at the age of 39 or 40, well, I quit at 40, but before that, I started asking myself, is this all there is? And in a way, when you enter into a role like that, you're just happy to have your security.
Yeah.
And then once you get your basic needs met and you start to want more, really, I couldn't stand the thought of that I'm going to retire here with a big retirement cake coming my way and not have to have been fulfilled in my creativity. And I felt like you said, I had so much more to give, but I didn't know what that more was.
Yeah.
And so long story, we can go many directions with it, but I started going back to college as an older, a night school student. And when I discovered psychology and some things that I was interested in, writing and PR and advertising, just I was interested in those kinds of things. I started having an awakening that there was something more. And that, especially in psychology, I was so intrigued with that because really, like most of us, I have a lot of dysfunction in my family of origin.
I think
And I
everybody
thought
does.
they've got names for this stuff. Like someone has studied this stuff. We are not the Adams family, you know.
You're
And
not
so
alone. You're not
yeah,
alone.
yeah. And then we all have something. Doesn't matter what our background, we all have something.
Mhm.
And so I that just opened my mind. And the first time I ever heard, it was Anthony Robbins, I think, or maybe one of the motivational speakers. It was an opening, and I from there it just never really stopped. And then it elevated for me again once I went to an event that showcased, not showcased, but just introduced Stephen Cartman's drama triangle. So that's not my model.
Oh,
That was a psychiatrist that was writing in the days of I'm okay, you're okay, all the transactional analysis stuff. So
yes,
that went
yes.
right along with psychology. And excuse me, I just saw how dysfunctional the patterns are when we're in relationships, whether it's at work. It was universal. And
Yeah.
I said, I want that to be a part of my work. So that was one of the catalysts. And then one day I said, I want to be a professional speaker, but I don't really know how to make that happen or if that's even a thing. And that's sort of the short story, the short clips of it.
Wow. But where did that come from? Because I'm always amazed when I come across people where it seems as if like your life story, the track is already decided for you, right? You're born in a certain place, you plopped into a certain place with your, with your family, and everybody just like makes an assumption as like this is your life, this is the direction you're gonna go in, and then you're like, yeah, I did that, but over what's that shiny thing over there?